Hi everyone, my name is Anne. My story is that I was raised to be a model child. Very malleable, executive, and dependable. I heard a lot of praise from strangers, but at the same time, I never felt happy, ever. So why did I grow up this way? The answer to my question I found out by accident and helped me with this, a stranger to me. But first things first, okay? First, please give me a plus sign in the comments of those who have heard or know the expression comfortable or handy. And for those who don't understand what it means, just watch my video. I have a big family. Dad, mom, brother, and sister. We all live our own lives. Everyone has their own things to do. My sister goes to vocals, testing the nerves and patience of her teacher. She also likes to take money from me without asking. It's not much, but she takes every penny. My brother loves to take my phone or headphones when he thinks about it, when he shoots TikToks. Dad often takes my car for dirty work and leaves his in the garage, and Mom asks me to do something around the house or for her. That's kind of the cute thing everyone does. What did I like? Well, just watch. Every day, besides working in a cafe, I ran home to cook dinner, do laundry, iron things, and clean the house and all the rooms. And only then, deep into the night when everyone went to bed, did I take out my favorite art books, read, and draw. I loved it, but no one at home would approve, so I had to hide. I had no idea what lay ahead of me then. In the meantime, my mother always said that instead of mindless drawing, I could always clean the floor or do something useful. I didn't dare disobey her. I didn't want to upset her. That's how I was accustomed, always being silent. However, I secretly applied to one agency, Skill. It was cool and I had no hope of getting in. However, it did open up opportunities to go to London to study and then get a job. That was my dream. The answer came quickly and I was hired 2 months after the application. I couldn't believe my luck. Miss Bells, we are waiting for you for an interview at one of our company branches in your city. The message read. My sister snatched the letter out of my hands. She immediately read it and called my mother and told her everything. Are you going somewhere without our knowledge? She wants to leave. Don't you like living here? You're out of control. Go clean the bathroom. But it's clean already. It's filthy. I'll do it. Just give me the letter. No one lets you go anywhere. Stay home and don't move. I was washing the bathroom and couldn't stop my tears. Suddenly, I got a call from a stranger, and the voice on the phone said they were waiting for me for the interview tomorrow. I'm sorry, I can't make it. Why not? We can reschedule if it's inconvenient for you. No, My mom came into the room and started yelling, Who are you talking to in there? Hello? Who is this? An interview? Are you out of your mind? She's not coming. Back off. And then she took my phone away from me. The next morning, when everyone had left and I was getting things done, there was a knock on the door. There was a very attractive guy standing outside, and he asked, Miss Bells? I nodded, and he entered the house. Who are you? What do you want? My name is Christian Mind. I'm from Skills. You didn't seem to be able to talk yesterday, so I came to see you in person. I told you I can't go. I wanted to see for myself. You see, we don't come to every winner like this. The thing is, we're very interested in you. And it's very rare that you'll get a chance like this. He was talking, and I was bursting with emotion. And then came a message in my family chat. My mom texted me to pick up her dry cleaning. My brother texted me to pick up his computer. My dad texted me to pick up his car. And my sister texted me to empty my purse. I sighed. Do you know what a handy person means? No. It's you. Forgive me for being blunt, but you are. You're wrong. I'm normal. Oh crap, Miss Bells. I think my feet are cramping. Could you shine my shoes or I won't be able to make it? Yeah, sure. I immediately ran to get some rags, sat down on the floor, took his shoes off, and started cleaning them. This is what I'm talking about. You never say no, except to yourself. I mechanically put the rag on the floor and stood up. Would you like to change your life? Just the thought of it was scary. I had no idea how my family would react. Don't you wish that no one would take advantage of you? That you wouldn't be humiliated and forced to do dirty work against your will? Don't you wish you could be happy? That you could just live? I could no longer hold back my tears. Yes! I shouted to him and myself. I went looking for my papers and the letter, but found nothing. Christian promised to think of something and left, and I waited until that evening to talk to my family. I was scared, very scared. I rehearsed my speech, and then my sister called me. She said my father was in the hospital. I immediately went to the address where Dad was laid up with high blood pressure. Mom said that Dad was upset with me and that they couldn't let me go, or else Dad wouldn't bear it. They repeated many times that they couldn't live without me. It was unsettling, and I was at a crossroads. What to do? Do I sacrifice my future for my family, or do I move forward? What would my friends choose? Could I doubt the sincerity of my family's words? Yes and no, but I decided to test them to be sure I'd made the right choice. A couple of hours later, I left the hospital and went to the doctor's office. Christian had gotten my message by then and was on his way to the hospital. We met in the lobby. He remembered what I told him and went into the doctor's office. Christian introduced himself as a lawyer at the firm where my father worked and asked the doctor for his medical history. He came out of the office about 30 minutes later and handed the file to me. As you might expect, my father had nothing. But that wasn't all. Christian reported that while he was preparing my request for my documents, he was collecting references and found something through a friend of his. I think you should see these documents. I'll get them to you tonight, as soon as I get my hands on them. From around the corner, my sister came running. Dad's sick, and you're having fun? You were told to bring him food. Who are you? Christian didn't answer her, and he left. When I was about to leave, my sister suddenly grabbed my hand. If you do anything, you won't live. If anything happens to Daddy, it's your fault. Nothing's going to happen to him, and you know it. I went home and started packing. Christian made an appointment to meet me at a cafe to give me some papers and some other stuff. Ready? Yeah, here's your passport. My guys found it in the trash next to your house. Christian, why are you helping me? I like you, that's all. He said it so easily, and then he held out his hand. I wish you a good trip, he said, and he was abruptly hit by a car. My sister was driving it. No, what did you do? My sister got out of the car and grabbed my passport, then got back in, but I managed to jump in with her. Call an ambulance! I shouted to passersby, and my sister drove away from the scene of the accident. On the way, I tried to take my documents away from her, but she wouldn't give them back. We drove into an oncoming lane, and then she yelled out, I've had it! You're pissing me off! Get out of here! Why do our parents even love you, you foundling? What did you say? My sister stopped the car, got out, and she said, You're adopted, okay? You've never been ours. You've always been a stranger. Our mother worked in social services and took care of your sick mother, and then she got pregnant and had you. She left you to our mother in this damn house as payment for raising you. My mother agreed, even though everyone else was against it. But to me, personally, you were always a nobody. My sister said. At that moment, my world turned upside down. I opened the file and saw the adoption and custody papers and realized she wasn't lying. What now? You're gonna take our house away from us? You've been pushing me around my whole life. I endured humiliation from all of you. I was raised to be comfortable, to serve you. I've dreamed of this day. Whenever I have a good thing going, you ruin it. Will I deprive you of your home? Of course I will. Give me that. These are my keys, and the car is mine too. Understand? Everything you have is mine. I left the car in the middle of the road and ran to Christian. I took him in the ambulance myself. Luckily, he was in one piece. His leg was hurt, and that was it. The lawyers from Christian's company helped me sort things out. When I went to visit my former family in the rental apartment, they looked angry. And all my mother said was that I was an ungrateful bitch. Just because I stopped being handy, you were pierced by one little lie. You didn't even bother to cajole in any way because you're used to the way I am. That I'm always quiet. That I always do everything you tell me to do, and I'm sick of it. I'm not ready to waste my time and my life anymore. I'm selling the house and all the cars. I'm getting out of here. That's all I wanted to tell you. Christian was waiting for me in the car. We settled things and I went to London as planned. I took a course and did an internship at Skills in parallel. I don't think my life has ever been better. But unfortunately, only in fairy tales does all end well. In life, there are consequences. At the same time, I go to a psychologist and try to get rid of my childhood trauma in life. Because sometimes, when I hear how dirty it is here, I want to drop everything and run to wash the floors in the office. Because it feels like my fake mom is going to come in and start hitting my neck and face with a floor rag, like she'd done for years on end. Do you have comfortable friends? Or maybe you are one yourself. Have you ever thought about it?